Hey up and welcome back to the channel. First of all, apologies if there's any wind noise on this video. It's a very windy day here in Bradford. And apologies for the hiatus. Me and Grace had a few weeks off. We went on holiday and then there was a bit of an unprompted extra week off because I came back full of cold. As I often do when I get on planes. I don't know if any of you have that as well, but it always seems to make me ill one way or the other. But yeah, here we are today in a city that I've wanted to show you since I started doing these videos. It was one of my originally planned videos, but for one reason or another I haven't got round to getting here until today. So welcome to Bradford, a city here in West Yorkshire, just further west than Leeds actually, and a city that if you're from England and probably from Britain, you'll probably know has a bit of a poor reputation. Partly caused by post-industrial, post-war economic downturn, and then further caused by, I'm trying to think how to put this as a non-political channel, high levels of migration into the city that have contributed to a cultural shift in the city. But we're here today not to dwell on the negatives. We're not going to wander around the city showing off the rubbish on the floor or agitating the homeless and causing a scene. We're here today to show you another side of Bradford, a side of Bradford that I think has gone unrecognised, especially in the YouTube space, as, and I mean this genuinely, one of my favourite real ale city destinations in the country. It always seems to have a fantastic array of pubs. The pubs always seem to have a great selection of beers on, and most importantly, it seems to have a community of friendly, close-knit real ale drinkers. Not only that though, Bradford is a city with tons of history. It seems to have had its finger in the pie of every historical event going in the UK. And it started all the way back in the Anglo-Saxon times when a small settlement was built up around a crossing on a beck here. And that's where the name comes from. Bradford means broad ford, and the name's basically gone unchanged since the Anglo-Saxon times. Apart from spelling alternatives, it has gone unchanged. The settlement really suffered though from the harrying of the north, which I've talked about on the channel before, when the manor house was like just completely razed to the ground. It was just like everyone was attacked and killed and all that sort of thing. And over the years, the manor, or at least the remains of the manor house, I suppose, passed from elite family to elite family, including the crown, for 500 or so years. For the sake of time, though, I think in this intro we're going to fast forward to the start of the Industrial Revolution, when Bradford was actually a small market town, about the same size as Keighley was back then, and much smaller than its sort of now cities-like contemporaries such as Huddersfield or Halifax. It really only started to grow when blast furnaces were installed here in the town, or in the city now, and they started producing iron, because you see, Yorkshire iron was sort of well thought of back then as being really tough, and it was used for stuff where like strength and toughness was really important to the product. Anything from prisoners' shackles to locomotive pistons to mining equipment. And then as the town grew and the borough of Bradford was formally established, it sort of gained ownership of almost 50 coal mines. So by that point it was then producing 25% of all of Yorkshire's iron and coal. So it was in the area an industrial powerhouse. And then it truly gained its city status in 1897 during Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee, where, along with two other cities I've covered in the channel, Hull and Nottingham, it was granted city status. Again, apologies for the wind, it's a proper blustery day. But yeah, we're here today, as I've already said. We're going to check out the real ale scene. We're going to show you all the good pubs. We're going to see what beers they've got on. We're going to give them a try. We're going to have a look around the town, all that good stuff. I think you'll enjoy this one. So yeah, join us and let's have a wander. We're actually a bit early in Bradford today. We have a meeting at midday, at our first destination, the Record Cafe, which I think is a bit of a music-y micropub type spot. But it's actually one in Bradford I've never been to before, so that's going to be new for me. But yeah, the meeting's not for a while yet, so we're going to check out the Wetherspoons and have a look in there. So we'll kick off in the Spoons and see what that's all about. A rare occurrence on this channel that we actually visit a Wetherspoons. So yeah, let's have a look in. Cheers.
Cucumber salad.
Whoa. Cucumber and salad.
Oh yeah, can you get a pint of the Harvest Stout, please?
Yeah.
Could I do a half of the... I can't decide actually. I think the JW Lee's down that side, please. Just a half. So I probably won't do any like sweep shots in this place because we're just here quickly, but it looks like they've got 10 real ales on. They've got their usual like Green King IPA and Abbott Ale. They've got Doom Bar, which might always be in Spoons, I can't remember. Then they've got a Cucamelon Sour and the JW Lee's Born to Brew, which looks like it might be a hoppy one, but I just picked it at random. So yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, they've also got on the other side, they've got like Otter Brewery Pale Ale, a Titanic Chocolate Vanilla Stout, one called Storm Runner, an Amber Ale that's actually gluten free, which is you don't always see in Spoons, and then 2 dark beers, a Stout and a Porter, but one of them's like fruity, I think. I'll show you. Cheers. Ooh. Sit somewhere. That's really nice. Oh, good. Right, here we go. We're going to give this half a go in Spoons. The JW Lee's possibly hoppy pale ale, you see. Yeah, they've got that Spoons Beer Festival on as well, which I just asked. I always thought it was once a year, but it's twice a year. That's why it feels like it comes around so often. And yeah, big thank you on this one, and thanks for the patience as well to Ben Oakes and his dad, who got me some beers to get when I was in Bradford. They got them months ago, but it's taken me so long to come here. They've had to be very patient. So thank you very much, Ben, and we'll enjoy a few on you today. Cheers. Anyway, let's give this JW Lee's a go. Yeah, it is pretty hoppy, but it's got a nice sort of amber malt character to it as well, so it balances it out a bit more than your usual citrusy pale ale, but still not over my cup of tea. But yeah, not a bad start. Cheers. And anyway, on to the proper pubs next, I suppose. Cheers. Right, there you go. Actually, a really good start to the day, that. Considering we very rarely go in Spoons, there is just certain elements of Spoons that you just can't knock. We went in, we got a breakfast wrap each. Dad got 2 pints, I got 2 halves. All the beer were perfectly well kept, and we spent less than 15 quid. It's just balmy, that, innit? So, great start to the day. And I will say that Spoons has much more of a locals drinker type vibe to it than other sort of more transient vibe spoons, you know, like the Harrogate one. It feels like you don't really get the regulars and the locals, they're all sort of mixed up. But that felt very much like a locals pub, so it was a good start. Anyway, we're off to our meeting now. I think we've spent a bit too long in there and running a bit late, so we're going to get a shift on. Dad's going the other way around the city hall. Yeah, we're going to go find Record Cafe where our meeting is. Let's have another wander this way now. So yeah, again, I'm trying to picture, I don't know if I've ever been up this street in Bradford. There's about 5 real ale pubs up here, and I don't know if I've ever been to any of them. So we're going to do, of the 5, I think we're going to do 3 of them today, because 2 of them are shut on a Sunday, so we're going to go find them. But yeah, wait for Dad to catch up where he is, and then yeah, we'll go find them. I'm sure I'll recognise them when I get there, but we'll see. Is that? Oh yeah, that's a real ales. That City Vault. Yeah, I've been in there. Right, we've tackled the mighty Bradford Hill. Seemed to go on forever that, but we're here. We're just waiting for it to open. I can see everyone in front just queuing up. So yeah, I'll check in with you once it's open. We're going in. Hopefully, get a decent pint in. Right, I've just nipped outside because it's, like as predicted, absolutely rammed. This is the problem with having a midday meeting. Pubs just open and everyone piles in like 40, 50 of us at the same time. So it could be a while, but yeah, they've got 4 cask beers on. Hopefully I'll be able to show you them at some point. But it's basically 3 pale ales or a peanut butter stout. So I'm going for a half of the peanut butter stout. I'm going to brave that, even though it could go either way. Just because I don't really fancy a pale ale this time of day. I'd rather wait for a few more before I jump in with the hoppy ones. But yeah, I'll see if I can show. You'll see what you see in this place because it's going to be hard. Let's have a look in. Right, it's a bit chaotic in here, but I'm going to do a quick taster of this peanut butter stout. I ended up getting a pint of it. It's North Riding Brewery. It's just called peanut butter stout. It's 5.5% and it was, just check the board, £4.50 a pint. So not too bad actually, really. I do trust North Riding to do a good beer. I have had a little sip out of it already, just force of habit, I didn't even think. But yeah, we'll give it a go, and thanks again to Ben Oakes for getting us a few drinks today. Cheers, and cheers to your dad as well. It's really nice actually. To me it just tastes like a slightly lactose stout. I'm not really getting much peanut butter through at all, but I think that probably works in its favour, because if it was really peanut buttery, even though I do like peanut butter, it wouldn't be as much my cup of tea, I don't think. So I really like that. Yeah, it's a lovely, full-bodied stout as well. You know, it's really chunky, really creamy. Definitely worth getting a pint. Cheers. Right, you'll see what you see with that one because it's a bit chaotic with the meeting being on, but that was the Record Cafe. Great pint of peanut butter stout, quote unquote, because it didn't taste remotely like peanut butter, but it was still a really nice, just standard stout, which I'm quite grateful for. We've got 2 more pubs on this street, so we're going across the road now to one called the Boar Fable, which I've never been. I don't think I've ever been on this street, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're going to check out this Borum Fable, and then we're going to go back across the road again to the Peacock Bar. I always want to call it Phoenix Bar. The Peacock Bar, which some of you guys will remember the Peacock Bar in Bingley that we visited on that earlier video. And this Peacock Bar is owned by the same people, so yeah, should be good as well, because that was really good. Yeah, we'll go and have a look now. Borum Fable. Let's check it out. I've managed to lose Dad and Paul. I think they stood yakking, so I'll go find them. But yeah, I'll catch up with you when we're going in Borum Fable. What's the name of this storm that's going on? Amy or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you see it's a bit chaotic outside, but we're at the back end of a storm here in England, so it's a bit windy.
have warned him, he said.
It's too easy to just pop over the road, isn't it? Oh, goose eye. No, I'm in. Hiya, you're right. Perfect.
Can I get a pint of goose eye bitter, please?
Me too, 2 of them, please. This one,
Sorry, £10.50.
Right, here we go. We're in the Borum Fable. Of course, I've gone for a goose eye beer because there's one on, the goose eye bitter. Yeah, I think it was 4.30ish a pint. I'll put it on the screen like I always do nowadays. Let's give it a go. It looks really nice actually. Just amber sparkling off the sun, just right. It looks fantastic. Oh yeah, that's a beaut. It's got a bit of it's a lovely bitter, malty bitter, but it's got a little bit of a like orangey twang to it as well actually, which is really pleasant. I really enjoy that one. As always with goose eye, I mean, if you watch the Bingley video, we went to the brewery and great spot. The beers are always 10 out of 10. Got to be one of my favourite breweries in the country. Cheers.
It looks shut.
Yeah, it does look shut. Right, yeah, we're going to check out Peacock Bar now. Online it says it opens at 1 o'clock, but Julian there said it opens at 3 o'clock, and it looks very much shut, so I'm guessing it's 3 o'clock. I think it's about 2:15 now, something like that. We're not going to wait about, so we'll head to the next one. We might see if we can pop back this way, because I don't think it'll be much of a detour to head here after, because I do want to check it out. But yeah, must be 3 o'clock. There you go, you see it's pretty. Oh, he's opening. He's opening. So, see if he'll let us in. Oh yeah, are you opening up at someone said 3 o'clock, but someone else said 1 o'clock.
I'm not doing a holiday.
Oh, you're not? It's
No.
shut today?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Saves me a journey.
Yeah, I've had a long weekend.
That's alright.
Gaff has been in Thailand all week, so I've done 3 weeks on my Todd.
Oh god,
So I'm
yeah.
going to stop there and then go home.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. Cheers anyway. So he's shut today anyway, so yeah, we'll give it a miss. At least he'd let us know. We're going to head now to, I think, Paul's favourite pub, more or less, the Corn Dolly. Yeah, a pub I don't think I've ever been in, but I might have done years ago. We're going to go and check that out now. Definitely a Bradford Real Ale pub favourite, so yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll have a wander over there now, see if we can find it. Right, I'm going to re-update you because I don't think I was particularly clear earlier. So, we've done our 2 pubs. We were going to go out to the Peacock Bar. That is shut today, unexpectedly, because the boss is on holiday or something like that. He did tell me. So normally it'd be open, shut today. So instead, we're going to head out towards the Corn Dolly. But Paul has suggested on the way we check out the City Vaults, which is just round this corner here. So yeah, we're going to pop in to the City Vaults on Paul's suggestion on the way to the Corn Dolly. So next pub, City Vaults. Let's have a look in. As you can imagine, it's shut.
All out today.
Everybody's here. Yeah. It is, yeah. It's getting. The weather's just turned enough, hasn't it now? It's just a bit cold.
That in the mild, yeah.
I'm having the mild, yeah.
Tempted by the tetanus cask, but I'll go for the mild.
I've had it a few times recently, so I might just have a half, but
Yeah. Nice malted scenery. Yeah. Let's have a one of it.
I'm going to go just stand outside for a minute. Right, I've just nipped outside because the music's blasted in there. I don't want to get copyrighted again. So, yeah, I've gone for a half of Ilkley Brewery's Mild Mary. They're 3.8% dark mild, which I wouldn't call that a dark mild. Normally they're like as black as a stout, so don't know what's going on there. It smells like a bitter, to be honest with you. I'm almost wondering if this is the wrong beer in the line, because it definitely doesn't look like a dark mild from the ones I've had. But anyway, we'll give it a go. Nice light bitter. Quite a sweetness at the end, actually, to be fair. I'm still not sure I'd characterise it as a mild. It does taste more like a low ABV bitter, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It could just be an odd mild, but it to me it seems more like a bitter in every sense of the word. But yeah, cheers, still a nice beer. Cheers. Mystery beer, I think, this one. You lead the way. Right, that was a bit of an impromptu look into the City Vaults. Yeah, City Vaults. A bit more of a, I don't know, modern style bar, had food, a good menu, a really good spot for like beers, but maybe not quite my cup of tea for atmosphere. The music was very poppy, it was being played quite loud, you know. I preferred the other two, but it was still a good spot to have a look into, pop in, because we missed one. Yeah, but now we're off to Paul's number one pub, the Corn Dolly, so you'll see what that's like. And like I said, I'm not sure if I've ever been in it before, so looking forward to it. Here we go, I can see it from here, a pub famous in Bradford for being not only one of the best in Bradford, but one of the best in Yorkshire for certain. It's very well known and very well thought of by the locals here. Like Paul's Bradford born and bred, spent most of his life here working, and this is his number one pub. So yeah, we're gonna check it out, get some beers in, and hopefully it lives up to its expectations. Blimey, it's getting windy. Let's have a look in. Sit down here? Yeah, it's fine. Right, so here we are in Paul's number one pub, the Corn Dolly, and I've gone for a pint of the Harrogate Nid Mild. Don't know the percentage or the price off the top of my head, but I'll find it and it'll stick it below for you, as I always do. Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, that's much more of what you'd expect for a mild. It's decent body, but light at the same time. Got a very strong licorice character to it, and a slightly sweet malty finish as well. I love this beer. I've had it a few times. One of my favourites. Absolutely fantastic mild. Harrogate Brewing do a really good job of it. Cheers.
He sold it to me.
See you later. Yes, please. Right, that was the Corn Dolly. And I think that's what you would call, if you're an industry expert, it's what you'd refer to as a proper pub. Just locals pub, no messing about, decent beers on, traditional like decor. Just Paul's been drinking in there since the early 70s, says it hasn't changed a bit, apart from the southern lack of cigarette smoke. And yeah, I just can't fault that pub. One of the best. It really is just great boozer. And yeah, we're heading back now into sort of more the city centre proper again. And we're gonna visit a couple of more spots where we've been to before with SPBW. So one of them is called the Exchange Craft Beer House, and the other is Jacob's Well, which is one of my favourites. So yeah, let's have a wander. There you go, Exchange Craft Beer House. That's where we're going. We just got to go round, I think, to get into it. Unless it's shut. It shouldn't be shut to me. Is that the entrance? Yeah. No, it says cellar there.
I just said that was the main entrance.
Right, an unfortunate update for you. The Exchange Craft Beer House is shut as well. Which must be a recent change, because I've definitely been in there on Sundays before, but now it says it's shut both Sunday and Monday. So yeah, that's basically just going to confirm that I'll have to do a return trip to Bradford at some point to show you these spots. But we're going to head now to one of my favourite pubs in the country. Absolutely love this spot, Jacob's Well. I'm praying it's open, but it will be. To me, this is just a quintessential old school real ale boozer. I absolutely love it in this spot, and I can't wait to show you it. So yeah, let's find Jacob's Well. Right, we're coming up now. Jacob's Well, one of my favourite spots. Yeah, all I can do is show you it at this point. Hopefully it's as good as it has been in the past when I've been. Yeah, let's have a look in.
Luckily I managed to save myself.
You should have just taken the fall.
Yeah, I should have.
Thank you. Hey, alright.
Buy yourself a drink, and we'll go back together.
Right, here we go. We're in Jacob's Well, and we've got the Sunbeam Ales. I don't know the name off the top of my head. I'm actually going to check it because this beer is brewed exclusively for this pub, so I want to make sure I get the name right. Right, yeah, so Sunbeam Ales, Bright Day, 4.2%, £4 a pint, brewed exclusively for this pub. Sunbeam, if people don't know, is basically a guy brewing beer in his garage. So when you find them, they are pretty special. We'll give it a go, see what it's like all about. I have had a swig, it's not been under poured. Let's give it a try. I'm out of practice doing this video, I've not done it for so long. I've been supping the beers before I filmed them. Give it a go on camera.
You know, Charlie, I was doing York and Rome.
Fantastic. Sunbeam Ales, they just always have this sort of unique flavour, which I think comes from the yeast that he uses. And it's really nice. So every beer starts off with its great like yeast character, and then they sort of dissolve into the style of beer it is. So this one, bitter, lovely floral bitter finish. Absolutely great beer, that one. Cheers.
Yeah.
I don't see the need this finish.
Cheers. Cheers, boss. Thank you. See you in a bit.
See you soon.
Right, there we are. Jacob's Well. What a pub that is. It's just one of my favourites. It's just a proper pub. Same with Corn Dolly. It's just a great beer, a great pub for beer. There's no messing about. They have some pies on, other than they're not doing gastro crap, you know. It's just locals, friendly bar staff. Just can't knock it. Absolutely one of my favourites. And incidentally, my first ever SPBW meeting was there as well. So yeah, that is going to be it for me today. I think for me, pub of the day is Jacob's Well, like as you can imagine, but also Corn Dolly were fantastic. To be honest with you, they've all been really good today, and that's just reaffirmed for me why I love Bradford pubs so much. So yeah, with that being said, we're going to call it a day there, and we're going to head back to our train. Hopefully I'll be back here soon to check out some of these pubs that are unfortunately closed on a Sunday. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed going around the pubs today. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember, support your local pub. Cheers.
Some steps at the end.